A wireless microphone under $200 with headphones monitoring. It has to be crazy. The Comica W100 is pushing the boundaries and starting to make some waves in the wireless microphone market with its latest build. For a while now, many videographers have wanted something exactly like this and have compromised with other products. Now the W100 comes out at a fraction of the cost and does everything all in a one package. I don't really want to compare the Comica wireless unit to other units like the Sennheiser or the Rode Link. I think that's best left for a separate video. Though I will be focusing on the audio and what you get out of the box with any and no post EQ on the audio. As well, most audio will be captured through the built-in camera amp, so that should give you a good indication how the microphone sounds straight out of the box and when plugged into certain devices that, which the product is intended to do. The one thing which you will be surprised is how well it comes packaged and ready to use out of the box. So let's take a quick look inside. Up front, you have a couple of pockets which have all of your cables and lav mic nicely and neat inside. Then inside you have your transmitter and your receiver nicely secured. 10 points hands down for packaging, and I think we can all agree on that. Taking a closer look at the transmitter, you have a line in, a mic input, and a power/mute button also up top. A battery compartment on the bottom, and 3 buttons up front for navigating the menu. You can easily switch between the 48 UHF channels provided and adjust the gain and settings as well. Now on the bottom, you have the option to add a belt clip or securing it via its cold shoe, which is also provided as well. The receiver is pretty much the same, and this is where it sort of stands out from all the others. It has a headphone jack for monitoring and an output for your camera or recording device. Headphone jack, guys, under $200. I can't believe it. Now, even though this all looks really great, does it sound good? Which is the most important thing. Keep in mind, all this still comes under $200 US, which is a great value for someone just starting out. Though, what kind of sound are we going to get out of the Comica for $200? Well, for the last couple of minutes, you have actually been listening to the Comica LAV kit. So what do you guys think? Leave a comment down below. So the Comica wireless unit has a really great range, up to 100 meters, which is really impressive. Right now we're in an open field with probably a little interference from these towers, but as you can hear and see, we get up to that range, which is really impressive for this price range. The W100 is great if you're just starting out, and the audio quality is pretty good, though it isn't amazing. Now I had to play with the audio output levels as I was getting a bit of noise, but it was easily fixed. Though I'm still impressed with the unit, and when you weigh up the cost and value for what you get, it's still definitely a no-brainer, especially if you're on a budget. Definitely stay tuned for next week when we go head to head with the Rode Link and the Sennheiser unit with the WM100. Headphones out worked as intended, as it's the main feature of this product. It's a great little add-on when you want to quickly check if audio signals is clean on the fly without having to listen back. When compared to the Sennheiser unit, the first thing you'll notice is the size. Now, if they can reduce the size of the unit, this would be really impressive. Now, I don't think it would be actually too hard to do, as it just seems like just a battery compartment thing instead of just going in. If they had it like on the side, I think that would be great. Now, the Rode Link itself is also pretty big, and I think it's actually bigger than the Comica. Now, other than that, I didn't really have any issues with it. I tried to keep in mind that it was always under $200, which is really great. You're not going to get broadcast quality out of it, but I think you're going to get something enough to actually get you going. And as you can hear right now, it sounds pretty damn good for what you pay for. Other than that, I didn't really have any issues with it. I try to keep in mind always that it was still under $200. Now, you're not going to go out and get broadcast quality out of this thing, but this is something for the Comica to improve on, hopefully, and make it better. Now that we have the radio kit, I really would love to see a radio wireless microphone separately, and if you could pair it with the actual receiver, now that would be also pretty impressive. So if you're just starting out on YouTube, or maybe you're an indie filmmaker, the W100 is a great budget-friendly lav kit just to get started out, and that's not going to actually break the bank as well. Audio is super important, and when you're filming with a potato, having clean audio makes it slightly less bearable. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching. I really appreciate it. If you did enjoy this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out a lot. If you have any questions or anything that I missed on the Comica WM100, leave a comment down below. I'll do my best to answer it as well. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe as well. I'll be more than happy to help you out with any other questions that you may have to do with cameras, video games, anything. That's what I'm here for. So leave a comment down below with any of your questions as well. It doesn't have to be specifically for the WM100. Other than that, I'm really enjoying making videos like this. And I think at one point I tried to make a video on how to sort of film and get started doing tech videos. And it ended up being like 20 minutes. And that's not too bad. But it's like at this moment, I think 20 minutes is a bit too long for my channel, and I got to really cram it down. So I might do it in parts. And if you're actually watching to, at the end of this video, if it's something that you're interested in, leave a comment down below as well on that, because yeah, I really would like to share sort of my workflow on how I film, record everything, some of the equipment that I've got as well, because a lot of this stuff that I have right now is you don't really need it just to get started on YouTube. It's nice to have, but it doesn't really make your content any different. Anyway guys, thanks again for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.